my beloveds, my glorious souls. Welcome to another Arteagan Weekly Bread, your spiritual board meeting covering Monday to Monday, September 21st to September 28th. I am your Madam President of the Arteagan, Natalee, spelled Natalee. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Feel free to stay for some or all of these reports, psychic, tarot, and astrology. Feel free to skip ahead as you are guided. Either way, I'm happy to have you here and happy to help out. This is the President's Report. So, my loves, this is one of those memorable weeks, although I feel like every week in 2020 has been and will be memorable. I am really excited for this week. I'm really excited for the sun to shift into Libra and for Saturn to go direct. That's what I'm most excited for. And I'm also really, really excited for the videos that I'll be doing, especially for my patrons. I am on Patreon, patreon.com/thearteagan. If you like weekly videos and special channelings that I get, and what I do is I get a psychic channeling and then I will explain to you what happened. I explain to you the experience and then we pull some tarot cards on it. So it's really, really fun. And it's a great community over there. So I'll be doing one for Saturn going direct, as well as Mercury shifting into Scorpio, which also takes place this week. This is the sign that Mercury will retrograde. So yeah. Okay, let's jump into the astrology report. So my loves, in the astrology this week, I'm not going to go too in depth. I'm not going to go on and on and on. I really, really loved this, this one comment on another video. I don't remember which one it was. It was sort of really spot on in terms of what you guys get from me. What you guys get from me is a real psychic, and everything else is sort of additional, and the cherries on top, or the whipped cream, or the little Snickers bits, or the little Scooby. So it's like, thank you for that. Thank you for telling me how you feel, and for also I thank all of you for all of your really kind, beautiful messages that you email me. I can't possibly respond to everyone. I think I have like over 400 still waiting for me, but I appreciate it so deeply. So thank you for that. Sorry, now we're starting the astrology report for real. September 22nd, 2020 is when we have the sun shifting into Libra. That's going to be exciting. And for that, I have a little write-up for every single sun sign. So basically, we want to focus on diplomacy in the sign of Libra. And wherever the sun is, that's like the big spotlight of the sky. So it's going to mean something a little bit different for everyone. For Libras, you want to focus on your highest and best good in all of your personal passions and balancing yourself and your approach to everything and anything going on in your life. For Scorpios, the sun in Libra, you'll want to focus on your private inner mental hideaway to use to balance your thoughts out. For Sagittariuses, you will want to focus on revisiting any old ideas, old passions that you have, or that you had, or that you tried to launch, and you could relaunch them, and that could even bring in some money, or for charity, something like that. For Capricorns with the sun in Libra, you want to focus on your work and home and family balance. You could have a lot of pulling on you. Everyone needs you. You can also rearrange things around in both of those areas of your life to achieve that better balance. For Aquariuses with the sun in Libra, you want to focus on your ideas and travel, even just planning travel, and where you really want to go, and the experiences that you want to have, and education, higher education, any degrees you want to get, or anything, however you want to further yourself, and any plans you may want to revisit concerning those areas. For Pisces, you want to focus on how you can share with others in a more equal and balanced way. For Aries, the sun in Libra, you want to focus on how what others say triggers your deeper issues, and compromise with yourself, compromise with other people. For Tauruses, you want to focus on how to take better care of your body and mind day to day in a more balanced way. For Geminis, the sun in Libra, you want to focus on how you can take care of and give the best to what you love, who you're dating, your children, your creative passions and projects. For Cancers, and these are all good for sun, moon risings. I forgot to say that. With this sun in Libra, you want to focus on feathering your nest and holding strong boundaries and the balance therein. For Leos, you want to focus on speaking with only kindness and diplomacy and finding the balance there. For Virgos, with the sun in Libra, you want to focus on your values and revenue streams and what is really a priority and what is not a priority. So that is the 22nd, beginning Tuesday the 22nd. And remember that before a planet leaves a sign, there's usually like a little something, like a little gift or something. So there could be something that you have earned in Virgo season that you just... Here you go. Okay, so also I'm going to talk about Wednesday, the 23rd, is our quarter moon in Capricorn. The quarter moon happens when the moon and the sun are square. So this is a new moon. We're on a new moon in Virgo, and this is the waxing, gaining in light quarter moon back to Libra. So there's a lot going on here. So I broke it down into these little sort of sound bites. So I'm going to start with Capricorn because it's a quarter moon in Capricorn. Capricorns, you can expect, let me turn my little wheel here. You can expect frustration in any of your personal initiatives. So there will be a call to wait. And for everyone to get through this, because this is about rejecting the drama, I'm not going to get, like I said, super deep into this, but this is activating some extremely tense, high pressure energy that we're going to continue to feel. And October is going to be really, really intense, especially with what's happening on the world stage. So I'm bringing it close into your life and what you can do, how you can use these energies to your benefit and kind of just get what you want out of life while going through all of this on the outside to the inside. So Capricorn, for everyone, you do want to plot and strategize because you will not be able to do a lot of what you want to do right now. That's for everybody. So for Capricorn, your discussions and arguments and disputes will be coming from career expectations of you. So you could have a very demanding boss, or, that you get a lot of work, or you get, something there. This is going to trigger ancestral or family traumas and karmas for you. So what you want to separate yourself from is family attacking you. And what you want to retreat to is you want to retreat from any kind of conflict in your home and family life, and you want to retreat to a safe place for yourself, a safe, the people that you feel like are your family and where the real love really is. So what's going on basically, just because I can't help myself, is the triple conjunction in Capricorn is being T-squared by Mars and Aries, and there's the opposition between Mars and Aries and Mercury in Libra, and they're both T-squaring Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter in Capricorn, and it's kind of making everything crazy. So Aquarius, you can expect frustration from your mental psychology or any sort of hidden enemies, hidden issues in yourself. You can expect the discussions, arguments, and disputes to come from differing perspectives. Also, everyone, this is going to be a week that you don't want to have big talks this week. This is a week that you want to, even if someone wants to talk something through to help you out or to help the situation, delay, because no one's going to be able to see the other person's side. It's just not going to come out right. So, or it won't be well received. It'll be something really off about it. So for Aquarius, this will trigger communication issues that you may have and that you need to do differently this time. You want to separate yourself from verbally attacking others. So what's interesting about this Mars retrograde in Aries is that if anyone does need to cut anyone out of their life, this is like the time to do it. And it'll be very clear with like red flags and like everything, like what where the sources of conflict really are. Okay. And you want to retreat, Aquarius, from hostile neighbors, hostile community, hostile cousins. Pisces, you can expect frustrations from friends and groups. Your discussions, arguments, and disputes will be about money and shared resources. It's like you loan out money to a friend or you borrow from a friend and there's a dispute regarding how much is to be paid back or whatever. It'll trigger some wounding or some unresolved issues regarding money and possession and values. You want to separate yourself from greed and a victim mentality, a victim mindset, and people that are playing victims. You want to retreat back to what really matters, what your real priorities are, and what really, really counts. Aries, you can expect frustrations from authority figures and bosses and anyone that has power over you. The discussions, arguments, and disputes will be coming from your partner, your best friend, a parent, open enemies as well. This will trigger your very identity, how you see yourself, your ego identity, your personal personality. So you want to separate yourself from your own bad behaviors and kind of redesign how you're getting your needs met and how you're coming across. You need to retreat to who you really are. Okay, because this Mars retrograde energy is all about like retreating. So anyone trying to go to war right now, that's going to blow up in their face. And I've already talked a lot about that. Okay. Taurus, you can expect frustrations from mental and spiritual energies. So your mentality, your mental perspectives, it could be like difficult to sleep at night. And your discussions, arguments, and disputes, or it can be oversleeping, it could be something like that. But there's a lot going on like in the monkey mind for you, Taurus. The discussions, arguments, and disputes will be from within yourself. It'll all be in your mind, all internal. And this will trigger buried issues that you thought you took care of, deep psychological issues. I'm sorry, my writing is so tiny. I just like scrunch it. I really, hold on, Taurus. Bear with me. Buried psychological issues. Oh, that you thought they were resolved. Okay. You want to separate yourself from outdated thoughts and beliefs. So what's happening is there's things that are disturbing to you, really disturbing to you. And it's causing you to need to kind of think different or feel different or just adjust and adapt. And we all know how Tauruses feel about that. You want to retreat to your own meditative practices or prayer or whatever really calms you. Okay? Gemini, you guys can expect frustration from debts and shared resources. And your discussions, arguments, and disputes will be from children or your dating life. Like it's someone so your children could be the source of discussions, arguments, and disputes, or your romantic partner, creative projects that you're collaborating on, hobbies. You're just trying to go to work out and you get into an argument with someone. This will trigger friendship tests and your own humanitarian values. So you want to separate yourself from friends that are bullies, and you want to retreat into being charitable and equanimous and forgiving and open and sharing. Cancer, you can expect frustration from demanding partnerships and open enemies. And your discussions, arguments, and disputes will be coming from home and family. So this will trigger personal authority issues for you. And you want to separate yourself from anyone trying to control you. So you need to retreat into your meaningful work and where you're appreciated, where you're truly appreciated. And Leos, you can expect frustration from your coworkers, your managers, your immediate supervisors. Your discussions, arguments, and disputes will be coming from your local area, your neighborhood, your siblings and landlords and cousins. I'm sorry. And this will trigger your own insecure beliefs. And you need to separate yourself from preaching and being overbearing. The more you preach, even if you're trying to help someone, they won't even get it. They won't even understand like the good part that you're trying to convey, and it will make you look less credible. So you will want to preach to show how credible you are and to show how much you know, but it's because your insecurities and beliefs are being triggered. That's what it is, and it's going to come across more like that. You want to retreat to an open study and an open mind, Leos. Virgos, you can expect frustration from your children, pets, your romantic partners, anyone you're dating, your creative projects, maybe that you want to get going, but it's getting stalled. Your discussions, arguments, and disputes will be about money and resources and priorities. And this will trigger old personal traumas of yours, your own personal past, those traumas that you thought were resolved, and they're coming up again in the form of, maybe like negotiations or discussions about money or with that. You, Virgos, want to separate yourself from controlling others and other people that are controlling and manipulations. Oh boy. You want to retreat into some form of therapy, something that works really well for you. Did I do Libras? No. Libras, you can expect frustration from your home life and family life. Your discussions, arguments, and disputes will be about you, or you will initiate them. Oh, I should have said that. Okay. Or you will be the one initiating them, Libs. And that's because you're triggered by relational issues, like one-to-one issues and personal connections, whether it's with, a family member or someone you're dating or anyone at work or anyone that you just come across in public. It triggers you. Relating to, there's something there that triggers you, and you need to separate yourself from power struggles, Libra. You want to retreat into what is truly fair and truly balanced, and being honest with yourself about what that is and your own behavior. Scorpios, you can expect frustrations from your local community, siblings, cousins, neighbors, and also expect frustration in communications, in your own communications as well. It could be that you post something online and it like inflames people, or it inflames a group of people and they just like come after you, or you think something and you say something and it inflames someone at work, or it inflames something, and then the family dinner table or something like that. The discussions, arguments, and disputes will be mentally for you. It'll be all inside of your head as you try to process this. So it's like communication is really kind of a big thing. It's like that communication is directly going to be affected by your inner mind and your mental processes. This triggers your own issues with victimhood and helping people. So it could be one or the other or both, Scorpio. This could be you feeling like a victim of the world, like, oh, God took this away from me, or why is my life always like this, or why does it have to be like that? And how you feel about helping other people, because this isn't just about victims that see themselves as victims and will never be anything but victims, but it's also people that are victims that will be self-sufficient, or they are self-sufficient, or they just fell on hard times or something, and it's like you helping people or not helping people, or there's something there that's coming back up again for you. This could be anything like that. You want to separate yourself from any victim mentality, any victim identity in yourself. Like I said, oh, the whole world is against me type thing. And being callous to people in need, or people that you can help, but choose not to for some psychological reason or some kind of communicative issue of yours. So it's really, you're being called on. That's like a really subtle one right there. You want to retreat to taking excellent care of your body. That's going to go a long way to help your mental health, as well as feel like you're taking some control back. Sagittarius. Oh, for Scorpio, it could even be that, you have very, there were people around you growing up that could have helped you, like your family and your parents, and they had like lots of resources, but they just chose not to help you. And you're like super resentful of that. It could be something like that, triggering something like that too. And last but not least, Sagittarius, you can expect frustration with money. It's that simple. Your discussions, arguments, and disputes are coming from friends, team sports, the boards that you sit on, people you choose to be around, your friends, groups, associations, any humanitarian endeavors that you're a part of, that you commit to. And this triggers your own inadequacy and, any kind of rockiness with like the dating life that you may be experiencing. It's triggering something for you. You want to separate yourself from attacking a romantic partner because of your own insecurities, or projecting onto a romantic partner, or even creative project, or getting into power struggles regarding a creative project. If you're collaborating with others, there could be something there. You want to retreat to your happy hobbies that, if you are dating, that you can share with a romantic partner, or if you have children, that you can share with your children. That's going to give you a lot of stress release and stress relief as well. Okay, so like I said, I will do more in depth into this with Mercury moving into Scorpio on Sunday, September 27th, and for Saturn going direct at 25 degrees Capricorn on Monday, before Monday, September 28th. But all around now, this energy, this is like the quarter moon is active, but this is like a sustained energy. Like this energy this isn't going to be something that resolves itself right away. This isn't going to be something that resolves itself next week or now or in a few days, or you know what I'm saying? So expect everything that I just said to be the themes of things that you're going through that could take, I think the earliest to resolve mid-November, but will really be in our new realities in 2021, like after January 3rd, after Mars exits that shadow period of this retrograde, after, Saturn's direct, after Saturn and Jupiter move into Sagittarius. It's just a lot more. So I don't want to overwhelm with that. I just want you guys to focus on rejecting the drama, because it's going to detract and distract you from what your soul is really here to do. And the drama that is coming up for you at this time is to show you what your triggers are, so that you can separate yourself from the triggers, so that you can conquer those triggers. They're just showing themselves to you through another person. They're showing themselves to you through these other situations. So they're these people that you think are like the villains or the enemies, or that made themselves so because of their own choices. They're those karmic projections that you've attracted into your experience, so that you can overcome this issue, so that your soul can grow and evolve, and you can really enjoy this existence. Because honestly, you guys, I did all of this when 2018, early 2019, I did all that already, and I'm in. You guys already know I'm like in the future already. I'm in 2021, so I'm peace out. I'm blissed out, and nothing is worth surrendering my peace and tranquility and my inner balance. Nothing's worth it. Nothing is worth getting angry about. Nothing at all. So I want you guys to get to that point where you can achieve that kind of a balance, and then be able to sustain it, because that's really where true power lies, and that's really where you will flourish in your own self. And that's really the point of this whole stuff, this whole thing. So I love you guys. I wish you the very best of luck. I'm recording this after I already recorded the Psychic and Tarot report. I like doing that. I think I'm going to keep doing that on like earlier in the day on fresh energy. So it's really, really good. I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, toodaloo. Also forgot to mention that the hummingbird that you see in the thumbnail photo, that is to remind you to return to your sources of spiritual nectar and spiritual strength to get through all of this, because you can. You will, and you can. Okay, guys? This last tour of Saturn, especially going through Capricorn, these are all issues that you've dealt with before. You're okay. You can do all of this. It's just about not falling where you've fallen before. And the key to get through this Mars square Saturn is, what I talked about before about mastering the self and Bruce Lee and being Bruce Lee of your life. So you can do it. The way through is to be calm, like the little hummingbird. Go to your nectar and just get more nectar when you need it, and plot and strategize. Use your planning. If something's really important to you, it's worth waiting. It's worth planning. It's worth strategizing. So if anything doesn't go your way, if there are more roadblocks and obstacles, expect it to take some time to work itself out. And do the work to work it out. If something comes back around again karmically, gulp it down like a Capricorn and, do the hard work, because the rewards can be surprising in October and extremely long lasting. So let's see, that's what I wanted to say. The spiritual nectar from the hummingbird, and to plot and strategize. And that will help you also feel like you can take some of your power back in some of these situations that you don't have any control over. So, all right, guys, I love you, and I'll see you next week. Oh, and if you are interested, Patreon is where I put all the videos up. If you're needing like a fix during the week and you're needing some more spiritual nectar, feel free to hop on, hop off, toggle up, toggle down in tiers. I just like to provide it as a resource to you guys. I love you. Toodaloo, darlings. Mwah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Psychic Report. There is a lot to go over with you, and I'm not even sure what's going to come up in the Tarot Report, because there's been so much planetary activity, activating so much in everyone's spheres, everyone's energy. I'll start with my favorite download that I got. She showed me the word throne, THRONE, and she said one. So she said one, and I saw, because she's showing me the word, that throne has one in it, O-N-E, at the very end. So the way I kind of felt it is one throne. And the impression I got was sort of like in Queen of the Damned with Aaliyah and Stuart Townsend, where he goes up to her and he plays his violin for her, and she's like the stone statue. And my memory of it when I was kind of in this space was that it's just her. It's not in the movie that she's there, and then there's the throne of her king next to her. But, well, I don't want to give away the movie, but there's something weird about this. One throne. So there's one throne. Okay, there's that. And then I wrote it down. Oh, something about money and Christmas for someone. Which is funny, because on my Instagram, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I played this like Christmas music on my picture, and then the download came in after that. So sometimes she does that. She foreshadows downloads in funny ways. And today, she gave me that song, Smooth, Santana featuring Rob Thomas. I love that song, and I mean, I was obsessed with that song like a very long time ago, but haven't really listened to it or thought about it in quite some time, probably years, to be honest. And so she gave that like back to me. Oh no, there was something about that song, but that was months ago, talking with one of my Arteagan in training. When was, I think that was like the spring. So there's money and Christmas, like you'll get like a bonus or something. There's going to be like a very happy monetary or financial Christmas for someone. And I feel like it will, it'll be something, part of it will be expected, but part of it will be unexpected. So that would be like, you're expecting a bonus, but it turns out to be way more than you thought. It'll be something like that. For whoever that's for whoever that resonates with. And that's so interesting, because now I'm getting like the spring, something about the spring, but the song Smooth. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, well, let me just finish up the psychic report. So with psychic ability, some of you are going to be experiencing a lot of or have been over the past year, erratic experiences with your own personal psychic ability. And for someone, or you know, for whoever this part resonates with, that's going to stabilize, or it will continue to stabilize, but it was just to get you used to, and I feel like it's someone new. I feel like it's someone that, like, I really feel like I'm connecting with someone where it just, like a switch turned on. So, I mean, for me, for instance, as an example, I've like always been psychic, and I just didn't know really what it was, or give words to it. My favorite story that I like to tell my Arteagan or Arteagan in training is I would be, you know, in a grocery store. I was like a teenager in a grocery store and reading the back of a label, you know, reading something, and I would feel this very specific and intense emotion, like resentment. I'll give you what actually happened is I felt like this immense resentment and like anger, and it was like the more I focused on it, the more specific and the more details I got. And it actually, a few moments later, I heard the man on the other side of the aisle arguing with his wife. And I didn't link it together until I got home, because that very specific, it stayed with me through checkout, through getting in my car, through going home. And so later, looking back, a lot of things make sense when you figure out that you're psychic. So, but this is for someone that it's like, it was a switch. Like you maybe never had those kind of experiences or any real like haunted, I grew up in haunted houses. So for you, for whoever that's for, it's like you didn't have any of that to kind of fall back on. And then all of a sudden you're seeing things, or all of a sudden something's happening. So, for you, it's going to stabilize, but there will continue to be experiences. This isn't like a fluke or anything. Okay, that's the psychic report. Let's go ahead into the tarot report and see which of these wants to come forth, which one of these messages wants to come out. I feel like they're going to be a little bit competing for attention here. There's a lot. We have the money and Christmas. We have the throne, the one throne. And we have something about spring and maybe Santana, maybe Rob Thomas. Give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it. I love that part. I think everyone kind of loves that part. All right, let's just take a look. I'll stop being goofy for like a half a second to get you guys your messages. Tell us about, ooh, that, okay. Oh, And what did I just say? Make it real. All right, so the Magician is the first card out. That's extremely powerful. This image is of this magician in the middle of casting a spell. You're in the middle of doing something that you are an expert at, that you do very well or very uniquely, very differently perhaps. And even his belt, that snake eating its own tail, and above his head, that 8, the only number that you can draw forever, the infinity symbol, the cosmic lemniscate, his white, little tunic, and then the red robe over it signifies the balance between the purity of spirit, also signified in like lilies. Is there any lilies here? Yes, lilies and roses you see as well. That red and the white is the balance between the pure thought, the purity of thought, and the passion and the desire and, the action principle. So what he's doing is he's taking power from above and just like willing it down into manifestation. And that's why you see his, he's got his wand and then he's pointing downward. He's literally almost like, and that's kind of what we are. We're like the crystals that channel and grab the energy, and then we kind of ground it into us because we have these physical bodies. Why is sorry, he's feeling so squirmy. Okay. Interesting. So you're manifesting. This is you. This is definitely you. You are either manifesting, or you could just be like an expert in your field or in some kind of, sorry, this is like one of my favorite little coffee cups, even though it's so tiny. Hold on. You do something better or individually or something extremely unique. But I feel like this is someone extremely like expertise is what I'm getting. Seven of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. 4 cards, so I will take it. Wow. That you're doing what you're doing over here, and then the universe is helping fix it. It's like you're doing most of the work, and sorry, you guys know me, I'm so squirmy. I'm sorry. Okay. You're doing part of this in your own, what you're doing in life, and the universe is bringing up the rear, I'm actually seeing the Chariot, but like not the tarot chariot, like a wooden thing. Okay. So here's what I feel. It feels like it's been like this. And this could have just, also been everything going on astrologically, all of the holdups and all of the frustrations and stress testing. But this element is going to overpower all of this. This could be someone else as well. Like you're doing your part. You're controlling what you can control. You're managing what you can manage. And the universe, this Wheel of Fortune, is changing the level, changing the vibration of the situation with other people and other parties. And it's people that you know them or you're connected to them. They're in the situation, but you don't have any jurisdiction there, is what it feels like. This is like the universe to work on them. And it's someone that could have been or could be indecisive and really resistant to opening up or making an investment or no, that's exactly, okay, she's giving me the confirmation, that's exactly it. They're resistant to, they were afraid. They were afraid. Or they are afraid. I can't tell if this is happening in the past, present, or future. You guys know me, I'm just like pretty timeless. There it is. Did you guys see that pop out? The Chariot. Psychic slip. Oh, I'm sorry. I have horrible this is my second cup of coffee. Sorry. I brush my tongue every single day, I promise. So there it is. The Chariot, the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. So, this person is a little bit too focused on what was lost or the time that was lost or the energy that was lost, what have you. And they're just, it's like focusing on the regret and what was lost and the, all that jazz only kind of made this sand worse. Because this guy is juggling on sand on a beach. I'm getting this element of like this growing hat, this hat that is growing on his head. I feel like he put this hat on, and like I feel like she's showing me that he's putting his hat on like normal, like a regular hat. And then the more he juggles and the more he dances and the more he learns another 8-figure, the cosmic lemniscate of life, the more it like, it got taller. Like that's how it got taller. That's funny. That's what she's showing me. So this person or someone else in the situation, it could even be a third person, or, I don't know how many people are involved with what you're trying to manifest, but there's someone here, this energy here is someone who they're learning through regret. They had to learn this. They had to make this mistake, or they had to in order to kind of gain the wisdom of the knowledge, and they had to balance and juggle and make things a little bit harder for themselves in order for them to like get it. And then this Chariot, it's interesting because what she showed me before was like the back of the Chariot. So I was like looking at like the wooden thing. So, oh, they're behind. That makes so much sense. Okay, so they're behind and they're like looking at the back of the Chariot and they're trying to catch up to it. And wow. And so this person's really, they're learning and it's like they're seeing this this beautiful thing moving, and they want to be a part of it, or they want to chase it, or they want to catch up to it. So it's kind of this energy of, well, I can't afford to stay in regret. I can't afford to stay in fear. I can't afford to feel bad about this anymore. Otherwise I'll literally miss the chariot as it's like passing me by. Let's get one more energy. Ooh, okay. Right in my lap. Ah, the Fool and the Moon. That was cool. Okay. For some of you, it's a relationship, but not all of you. Some of you, it is just something that is like a personal project to you, or it's personally so important to you that this Ace of Cups, this Holy Grail, my cup runneth over. Okay, first of all, for the relationship people, this is when you fill your spiritual cup to overflowing, then everything else is fine. Everything else is okay. All the material, all of the relationships, jobs, people, whatever, it's all okay. When you feel that, for some of you, this is about you. This is just about you. It's one throne. It's the one throne. It's the one throne download. This is you. There's no partnership energy here. This is one magician doing like all of the magic. But you know, there is someone that is trying to catch up. There is someone that is trying to win with you. This could be their emotion, but I feel like this is your success. When you fill your spiritual cup, my cup runneth over, and everything else is okay, it could bring in and attract a lot to you, and you have to be discerning to figure out like what you don't, what's good enough for you, what's working for you, what's in your vibration, what's past the stress test, if that's applying. And I feel like whatever you do attract, whatever does come in when you've done this or do this, you, the magician, will be the one who's like overwhelmed with emotion, overwhelmed with gratitude, overwhelmed with beauty. And you know, the white lilies down here referenced over here, that's the white lilies of pure thought. You need purity here. Or you've been already channeling or having purity in your life, and you've been purifying your soul and your spirit and your emotions and your own energies. That's what kind of gives way and allows for this to happen, is the purity. It's like and it's also just like a pure emotion. Like it's a very overwhelming and overwhelmingly pure emotion. So whatever this is, one throne, you will be like overwhelmed with the result, because here you've got something in the situation, because what you have here is something that was really blocked. I mean, like really blocked. There's this energy, a lot of force, these two swords, but like the direction wasn't there, or the clarity wasn't there. The indecision overwhelmed the situation. Here you have an energy of, I can't open up. I can't release this. I can't release this money. I can't release this idea. I can't release this situation, this relationship. I can't release, is what I feel is like a dam. And then over here, it's waiting and waiting and waiting. And I feel like it's a continual investment in the waiting, in the, you know, building up of whatever you're building up. But it is connected to that other person about like, I don't know if I can make this investment. I don't know if this is going to yield anything. I don't know, you know. But that Wheel of Fortune is fate and destiny. They're going to have an experience. They're going to, and you know what I'm saying? And is it directly connected to you? Perhaps. But it is more so, like over 90%, their karma, the universe showing them something. They could even be having like a spiritual experience. They could have some sort of moment, or some sort of, you know, something could happen to them that makes them like a believer in God, or that makes them, you know, like this is fate and destiny, or oh my God, like this is, you know. And it could even be, okay, I'm getting, for someone it is COVID. For someone it is, for someone it is like the world and what's happening, and they're, you know, they're having a different perspective, or they're having different views, or something that really gets turned around with them. So there's that person. And then there's someone else. And I feel like it is a separate person. It could be the same person. It could be a separate person. It's going to be different for everybody. But for everyone that this resonates for. But for a separate person, I really feel like it's a separate person. This is an energy of like trying to follow you and trying to catch up to you and trying to like literally jump on your bandwagon. They're like half in, half out though. And I'll be honest with you. If you're like a magician and you're manifesting something big, beautiful, and wonderful in your life, and you have people trying to like catch up to you and be like, oh my God, I don't know if I like this energy. I don't know if you're going to let them come onto the chariot, because they're kind of being fueled by like their own personal regret and this is more like what they are missing out on from you. And they're not really showing up as, oh, I wish I could have given more. They're showing up as, I'm losing by whatever they did, whatever they didn't do, this regret. It feels more like they're sad for themselves instead of, I wish I would have given more of myself. I wish I would have, I hope that makes sense. So just to be aware that you will have someone that comes back, maybe even to apologize. And if I were you, I would really be deliberate with your communication with this person and ask them, maybe not point blank. This is kind of like a tricky time right now, but I would just qualify them and see in what they're saying and what they're kind of communicating to you. If you feel it from them, if you feel like they are coming from a place of really wanting to give to you, or if they're coming from a place of, I missed out. It's about me. I missed out on you, on what we could have together, on this business investment, on this family connection. That's how you want to look at it. Look at it as, if they do come back, are they regretful for themselves, what they're missing out on, and it's their loss? I mean, you already knew that. It's like that quote, by the time they realize your worth, you will be worth more. Or are they coming back with, I wish I gave more. I wish I treated you better. It's like if they're focusing on your experience or their experience, will tell you what their priority is. Because this Two of Pentacles is about the need to prioritize. So their regret has to do with a priority issue, but they had to go through that pain to learn what that priority was. And so it is you. It's either you as a person, if they're trying to if this is like a love thing, or it's a business where they were in a whole different mindset with the business and they didn't invest in you when you were really open to working together and collaborating and, hey, let's do this, let's do a JV and and they rejected you. Or this is a friendship or a family connection or, a family thing that, I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, so really listen to what they're saying and qualify them, because this Chariot's a little bit ambitious for me. It's a little bit too opportunistic. It could be, especially if this is business for you guys, this could definitely be like a user. This could definitely be someone like, oh, I didn't know that. I missed out on that for myself. And this person, this magician, I didn't recognize as a magician. And, oh, they could really manifest so much, or, oh, they could really add this value to my life. And it doesn't feel good. So be careful there. That's your warning. But either way, accept the apology and clear the karma. That's like a side, that's like a B plot. This is like something that, this is not the main course, the main meal, the main attraction. The main thing is you manifesting your way to an emotionally full outcome. And it's because you're controlling yourself. You're being the Bruce Lee of your life. You are managing and overseeing your energy meridians. You're being discerning what's coming in, what you allow to come in, and what you put out, and you're being responsible. And you're going to have a great outcome. Let's, I didn't even use my little itty bitty potato chip cards. Let's just really quick take a look at this Ace of Cups for this. Like, I just want to know what you're going to feel so full about. Tell me about this Ace of Cups. I'm seeing the Throne again. The High Priestess. Oh, the High Priestess. And then the Knave of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The High Priestess. Wow. Wow. You know, the High Priestess and the Magician, that's my secret couple of the tarot. This is my secret where they don't obviously look like they're a pair, like the Emperor and the Empress, and you know, they're like my secret couple. And these two together, this is like the Magician's like the face or like doing things in the world, but the High Priestess is this person in the background that tells him everything and tells him the chess moves but not like in a very visible way, because she's like a secret. She's like, not like she's a secret, let's not, you know, but this can also, if this applies, this is your ideal feminine. If you see yourself as a certain way, and this is also someone's like woman of their dreams because of that sort of secret, mysterious energy. This is also extremely spiritual for those of you that are manifesting, not even manifesting. I'm getting, hold on, she's trying to give me something. Hold on, give me a second here. Oh, it's the energy work. So you're doing the energy work. You're doing the energy work and not really focusing on the 3D. It's interesting. It's like you're like, and I know people like we overuse that word manifesting, like it's all about the physical manifest. You're doing the energy work first. You're taking that power from above and you're doing something with it. And this is very likely someone that is controlling their thoughts, their emotions, managing, like I said, their energy meridians, because this is really, really, whatever it is. And the way that she came out, it's like, I'm not supposed to say specifically what it is. I'm supposed to just like, let that be your secret. You're doing it from a place of already doing the energy work and filling your spiritual cup first. That's like step one. Okay, for those of you, let's go ahead and get Moonology for you. This is about one. This is about one person. She's giving me this one throne thing again. This is about one person, one manifestation. I'm not saying that you can't be in love or that you're not with someone or that you're not married. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about like this is very singular. This is very much about your own personal energy work and what it attracts or what you bring in or what does manifest from that. It's like it's all good. It's all good if you have there can be two thrones. Okay, there can be two thrones. That's a side by side. I'm just saying that you gotta do yours first, okay? That's so funny. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo energy. New moon in Leo energy. Confidence is your key to success here. There's three more. What are they? We have step out of your comfort zone, North Node at the bottom of the deck. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon energy. A win-win outcome is forecast. I like that. And you're very close to achieving your goal. Magician, gibbous moon energy. So if this has to do with two people or more people, if this is business, love, what have you, everyone's going to be happy. Everyone's going to win here. Everyone will, and it looks like a very equitable, like equanimous, balanced. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting like someone that is extremely balanced internally, and the universe taking care of someone over here, and then someone over here is like learning, and it's like everyone's like the timeline, it's all gonna just work out. You're really close. Energy is gaining momentum. A win-win outcome is forecast. Confidence is your key to success. The confidence I feel is this energy. I think it's all three of you, but there's something about this being held up. Remember, so confidence is going to help there. Confidence will help this person move on and move forward, but you guys already know how I feel about that. But most of all, it's for the Magician, that confidence. As far as psychic ability goes, confidence is it's so important. It's so important so that you don't think and you don't judge and you don't automatically, go somewhere or try to go somewhere or try to control it or try to direct it with your mind or that's what the confidence is really, really important. And when there's a death or when there's a big energy shift in the life of a psychic or when there's something intense going on, that's what gets kind of rocked, is that confidence. It doesn't take away the ability. It doesn't do that. It just affects the confidence and like that internal kind of stability. So I'm getting that person who's got that switch, like a light switch of psychic ability. Hold on. Oh, you're praying. I feel like someone's praying. And you might not have prayed in like a long time or ever prayed, but wow, you're getting confidence through like God. You're getting confidence through, that's what this is. Okay, thank you. You're this is good. This is really, I like this. You could be even connecting with someone that increases your clarity, your communication with source, universe, God, whatever you want to call it, whatever your deity is, whatever your energy work is, if you call it prayer or meditation or whatever it is, what have you. This is you getting closer, getting more confident, getting more there with that source, with your God. And if there is no one else involved in a deep, intimate way with you, like if it's not like romantic, if this is business, you're gonna feel so emotionally full. You will feel the spiritual exaltation because you have made it and you have done so much and you have Bruce Lee'd your life. And you did it through your connection to source. You did it through your little brand of magic here. There's nothing more to say. Congratulations. Congratulations. Mwah.